Okay, so just a brief word about focus groups. Focus groups are very similar to interviews. Almost everything that we talked about with the interview applies to the focus group. The big difference with the focus group, of course, is that it happens with a group. And what are the advantages of doing an interview kind of format with a group? Well, the group can interact and can dialogue and can build on each other's ideas. And oftentimes that pushes the conversation into new dimensions. And that can be really, really useful, especially in community research. When we talk about holding a public workshop or a public forum, another way to think about that oftentimes is like a big focus group. Oftentimes, we'll have people go into breakout groups in those kinds of public forums to workshop ideas or particular issues together. And those are essentially small focus groups, right? Focus groups tend to be structured with a facilitator who has a set of questions or topics, and they give prompts to the rest of the group. And they try to employ strategies to keep people in the group both on topic for the prompt and to bring out the people who kind of shrink and tend to hang back, and to kind of quiet down the people who tend to dominate and take over the conversations. So the role of the facilitator or the researcher in a focus group situation is to elicit meaningful dialogue and kind of keep the balance going within the group without interjecting their own viewpoints and without trying to force the group to come to a consensus. Oftentimes disagreements are actually really fruitful and productive. You learn a lot from those in focus groups because it gives people the chance to really think through their perspective on something when they're kind of pushed up against a different perspective. And so just learning more about why people have different perspectives is more important than trying to get them to agree. I really don't have a whole lot more to say. I think you'll gain the most insight about focus groups by looking at the videos that are linked in this module, which actually show you how focus groups are run. Thanks.